Today we have a new update in Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker. We have a new DLC in Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker, and we have a new shop update in Shinobi Striker. We're not gonna waste any time. You came here to see if you should buy Kawaki, if you should come back to the game, and is it worth your money. Our first jutsu is actually Karma Linchpin Strange Taste. This jutsu actually has a unique ability to get rid of any jutsu coming at you. You can completely negate it, and if your allies are in the same range, they won't be hit by a jutsu. Sai uses his ink birds, and I completely negate that ability. Also, guys, the range isn't too big, and you have to time it pretty well. After activation, this actually gives you a damage booster after the fact. Essentially, you're absorbing the jutsu, and that powers you up. Our next jutsu is called Imperial Wrath. This jutsu is actually insane. It's a two-part jutsu. Your arm changes into a huge shield, which you charge your enemy and get rid of their sub and stun them. In the second phase, your arm will actually activate a blade, which you can slice through them. So in this DLC, we actually do get a substitution called Emergency Exit. With this substitution, you become a scientific ninja tool, but you're using taijutsu to escape enemy attack and recover health after you sub. This health regeneration isn't any different from any other sub though, but it is pretty cool, and I like how far away you substitute. Now, most substitutes just give you a little bit of health back, but this gives you a lot of health back over time though. Instead of burst heals like most subs, this is a heal over time effect from the sub. Now what you've all been waiting for, is this ultimate gonna change the meta? Is it good? Now we'll say the special gauge is a tad bit long for this ultimate. On activation, this ultimate actually has a tracking like planetary devastation, and once you connect, it explodes and you put out a shock into an explosion. Your hand becomes a huge badminton basically, and then you send out those spikes through their chest. Even though you don't make contact with them, the explosion can catch multiple people. On initial release and you're hunting down for somebody to hit, this has similar tracking to me as Reaper Death Seal and Planetary Devastation. The blast radius reminds me about the same as a Tailed Beast Rasen Shuriken for healers. So with this DLC, you'll be getting the Karma Linchpin Jutsu, the Scientific Ninja Tool Kara Space, Imperial Wrath Karma Linchpin Ritual Destruction, Shinobi Boost Steals Kawaki's Piercing, the Scale Fragment Scientific Ninja Tool as Shinobi Boost, obviously a face paint Kawaki, and honorary title Vessel, which is actually, I think, is a really cool title. Is this DLC worth you coming back to Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker? Is it worth you buying? Is it going to change the meta? And do I like it? Let's talk about all those things. One of these jutsus has the potential to change the meta for attackers forever. Imperial Wrath to me has the most potential to break the game due to it getting rid of substitutions, breaking guards, and it has a two-part jutsu that again does a lot of damage on the second activation. Now the only drawback for this is the second activation has terrible tracking, which may become a problem. My favorite jutsu is actually going to be Strange Taste, but I can see a potential problem with the cooldown and the timing, which you have to absorb the chakra or the jutsu, but the power boost after activation is close to that of a Karma Seal Linchpin. But you're only getting that power boost for a couple seconds, so I don't think that charge time is worth that power boost. Hold up just a minute. Tanking jutsus is so attractive as an attack type that I think it might still be worth it. The substitution will most likely become meta, especially for defenses and especially for ranges, because they don't have anything to heal them, but now they do with a substitution that will heal them over time. I don't think it'll become meta for healers because they already have to heal themselves, and a heal tag will probably override that substitution. Ritual Destruction will become meta for attackers, and especially in scrims, because when there's a new attacker ultimate, they use it for a little bit regardless, just because it's the new thing on the block. It's going to be a huge problem due to its tracking and how quickly it goes to you, but the special gauge is a bit long, so look at it for later on in the game. There's only two real negatives about this DLC, and I highly recommend that you do go get it and try it out for yourself. My only drawbacks for this ultimate is you're not getting any new clothes items, and you're not getting a Karma Seal face paint. Is this going to fix your problems that you had with Shinobi Striker? No, but it will potentially cure your boredom for a little bit longer until the next season. I highly recommend that you do come back to Shinobi Striker, try this DLC out, and I do recommend that you do buy it. And hey, there's a new update that allows you to get the Season 4 pass for a little bit cheaper, so if you don't have it, go ahead and grab it. I'll see you guys in the next one.